your job. Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newlydeads.
Yes.
Thank you very much for finding us wherever you found us at. If this is your first time watching, this is a half-hour chat show where Mr. Newlydad and I have watched a movie and we are going to discuss said movie. Potentially. You're like looking at it like,
hope so.
What? And if this is not your first time watching, welcome back. Thank you for watching us again. This is also a podcast. So besides watching this, you can also listen to us. We upload it to Spotify. So you can find us there and listen to it. But we highly recommend if you are listening to it that you also try to find us. And you can find us at thenewlydeads.com. for all of your Newlydeads needs, because this is where you can find all the channels that our show is airing on. Also on YouTube, but that's the best place to look. And we also have a variety of different things that we do. So not, besides this half-hour chat show, we also create art. We write different things, like Joel does unboxing videos. We also do a Sinister Snacks videos, all sorts of things. But he also does movie reviews, and I do different reviews on local, or I should say small business owners. Some of them are like authors. I have interviewed, just regular small businesses from anywhere from, I don't know, creators who make art all the way to candle making, food, sometimes it's like a food place, all sorts of things. You name it. But you're here because you want to watch us talk about a movie. And in order for us to keep this show with some sort of structure, we have different criteria for that. So again, if this is not your first time watching, I know you know the drill, but the criteria for our show is that, first of all, it needs to be under $5. It needs to be a sci-fi, horror, thriller genre type of movie. And it needs to be a movie that we've never seen before. Yes.
Also,
we do record in our house. So if you are watching this, you'll see Shaggy just walked out of screen. But we do have dogs and stuff like that sometimes show up. Again, like if you're listening to this, we do recommend that you watch it because you can see our crazy dog. And then Joel does all sorts of fun sound effects, but also visual effects on the show. Lots of fart noises, lots of toot toots, lots of noises. And finger guns apparently.
And if you might have seen Shaggy's feet up in the air. That's why I was laughing, because he was rolling around the floor,
doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah. And now he's bending down. All right. So, but this week we watched The Alpha Test, an interactive nightmare.
Oh,
it's not really interactive, I don't feel like.
I mean, Alpha was interactive.
Yeah, but you think like, if you're promoting something as being interactive, like maybe it's like an interactive thing for the viewer.
The movie was not interactive.
No.
But Alpha was interactive.
Alpha was creepy. Yeah. So I'm going to read the synopsis and then we'll get on to the trailer. How about that? Okay. The Alpha is a cutting-edge home assistant that is designed to tend to your every need. And J.D. Connors has just won his very own model. When the Connors family starts abusing the robot, JD's sister Lily steps in and not only insists that the Alpha has feelings, but teaches the machine human values. When the Alpha's attempt to end the abuse fail, it decides that murdering the entire family is the only way to free itself from their torment. It's got murder the family entire
rated R.
Really big in there. Is it rated R? I mean, I think it should be rated R if it's not. No, it says not rated.
Oh, well, they do that a lot, but it's essentially rated R for those of you who are wondering. And we're not spoiling anything because in the very beginning they show the robot murdering a bunch of folks. So
Literally in the beginning.
Like,
So yeah,
the
we're not
first 5 minutes.
ruining anything. This is not really very many twists in it. I mean, a kind of a twist towards the end,
the
but
end as a twist, I felt like to some extent, not something you may not have already seen if you've seen something like, say, The Invitation, which is not about robots, but similar type twist for those of you who are in the know, if you know what I mean, and I think you do.
I think you do.
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't really think this through.
What?
About what I want the trailer to look like.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
We're gonna bring the trailer in. It's gonna be just a robot. Cute little robot.
Oh, a cute one. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like a short circuity kind of dude.
Number 5 is alive.
Number 5 is alive, just like rolling through.
No disassemble.
No disassemble. All right, so we're gonna watch the trailer. Hopefully you're gonna watch the trailer. I'm gonna be watching it with you because I haven't seen it yet, and I only watch it when we watch this live. I saw the movie and not the trailer.
Yep.
So I'm sure there will be lots of flatulence.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Depends.
All right, so I'm gonna pause it and we'll be right back.
My name is Alpha, your personal assistant.
I think she'll be great to have around.
No, absolutely not. It may be your robot, but it's my house.
Look at her. She's upset.
Don't do that!
She's designed to feel bad whenever she does something wrong. It motivates her to learn.
You can't let her treat you like that.
Why?
How did it make you feel?
I felt sad.
Oh, that's it. I want you out of this house.
She deserves to be treated better.
She doesn't deserve anything! It's a computer!
I'm not gonna let you treat me like this.
Okay. I don't really have a lot of friends.
I'm your friend. Let's fight for each other so we'll never be sad again.
I'm standing up for my friend.
It's designed to be everyone's friend!
I'm standing up to you.
Revenge?
I can't take this. We need to fight back.
And if I say no?
Then I'll do to you what you did to me. What a shame. We could have been friends.
We're back, and Joel has a dog on his lap now. So welcome Bailey to the show.
He's checking the notes for any misspellings.
Yes. He's a smart dog.
Yep.
he's
He lost
done.
interest.
All right.
So whenever we watch the film, I take notes. Sometimes Mrs. Newlydad takes notes, and to give us a little guideline for our discussion. I also draw pictures, and then at the end of the year, she will put it together into a flip book that you'll find on our website at, well, the aforementioned website.
You can say it again. Newlydeads.com.
That just means I have to put it up here again.
No, you don't.
But so there'll be a collection of that, although this year I'm hoping that she will include some of her drawings as well. This time I didn't have that many drawings. I drew
A pumpkin.
that you can't tell
You drew
from
a
there,
cow.
but the pumpkin is I used the glow effect to make it light up
It
inside.
does look glowy. Mhm.
Then I drew your pal because
Space for rent and something that says rock out.
because she rocked out at that one point, and then the space for rent. And just at the end, I was like, I have room. I don't know what to do, so I wrote space for rent. Pretty
Space for
funny.
rent.
Even though this movie does not take place in space.
So if I was to say pow pow.
Power wheels. Is that what you're waiting for?
Yes. Because I said pow. It's like literally if I say pow pow, he can't not say
Sometimes I can't if I'm not like
if you're not in a
fully,
good mood.
cognizant, or if I'm just like, I don't want to do it right now.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's just like a compulsory thing. If you're a child of a certain age, our age, you may remember the Power Wheels, and I'll put maybe like the GIF of the thing up here or something Power Wheels up here for all of you to enjoy. But anyway, the alpha test is from 2020, so it's a fairly recent film. Currently sitting at 3.6 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database.
It's from 2020?
Yep.
It's
It's
2016.
oh well, on the Internet Movie Database, it listed as 2020. Maybe
Maybe they revamped it or something.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I'll
it
have to
says
look into that.
2016 Exit 10 films, all rights reserved.
Wow. Well, maybe they. Well, no, the DVD would be manufactured in the year that it's listed on the back, typically. So we'll have to do some research, and I'll put that up here. As you all know, if
Sorry.
you watch the video. No, that's good. I want to make sure we're accurate, and that's why we do the editor's notes, which the editor is me. So sometimes I talk in the third person, but it's always me editing. So if you see the editor's notes, that's to give you some context, or if I make a mistake, or she rarely makes a mistake, but if she does, or she has some other thought that she wants to include, we'll throw it in there. So it gives you a little like pop-up video kind of thing happening.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was written and directed by Aaron Mirtis, who he wrote and directed all of the films I'm about to mention. So Clowntergeist, which I think needs to be on our list of things to watch at some point.
Clowntergeist.
Because clowns and poltergeists, why not?
Sounds like a plan, or sounds like a fun time to me.
I think all of his movies you're going to want to see. The next one is The Bigfoot Trap.
Oh.
Kind of like The Parent Trap, but with Bigfoots, perhaps?
Nice.
No, I think it's just a horror movie. Ouija Craft.
Okay.
Which we like our Ouija House movies.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Ouija House? Ouija Room.
Ouija Room.
Ouija Room. Yeah, Joni Durian. We haven't talked about her in months. American Hunt, which is, I guess, his riff on The Hunt, which if you saw that movie, it's on the shelf. The Octo Games, which is his riff on the Squid Games. And Curse of the Nun, which is his take on The Nun. So we got some mockbusters happening. This was also written by Galen Christie, who is known for the Jurassic Games, which is on my list because I think my youngest would enjoy it because they like the Hunger Games and they like Jurassic Park. So maybe the marriage will make them laugh. They also helped to co-write the Octo Games and something called The Seven Dwarves, which is currently in production. This was also written by Brad Bellemjian, Belemjian.
He also starred in it.
What?
He also starred in it.
Who, Aaron Mirtis?
No.
Oh.
Bellemjian.
Bellemjian? Oh. Well, he co-wrote Clowntergeist, The Alpha Test, and the Octo Games. So, as you can see, apparently these people are writing partners of some sort. Or they're cleanup writers or something.
Yeah.
So this stars Ray Hunt in the titular role of Alpha, who is known for Body Swap, which I don't know if that's like Freaky Friday or maybe something else weird. And something called Another Zombie Apocalypse Movie, which I don't think is like one of those comedy riff kind of movies. I think it's something else if I remember the box cover, because I looked it up. She's kind of new. There was a whole like article on her when I did a quick search. And so I don't know. She's maybe an up-and-comer. I don't know after this if I would agree with that.
Yeah.
No offense, Ray. You're doing fine. And Bella Martin, who played Lily, the youngest daughter, who comes off as being like 14, but she's working like double shifts at her job and stuff. So I don't think the law would allow a 14 or 15-year-old to work a double shift. So I'm guessing she must be older than she appears.
Yeah,
maybe
she
like
seemed young, but
Bella Ramsey, for example, from The Last of Us and Game of Thrones, looks way younger than she is.
yeah.
But she was also in 3 Days, 3 Nights. Ed and Rooster's Great Adventure. And something called Faces. And The Lady Makers. I don't remember why I included all of them. Maybe because that's our entire filmography. I don't remember why. Or was it that Ray Hunt was in a movie called Faces? I take that back. Ray Hunt was in Faces, but Bella Martin was in The Lady Makers. Anyway, I'll correct it in the thing. So at this point, my lovely wife turns to me and says,
What'd you think?
now stuff gets real.
Yeah.
Real.
You have thoughts.
We do. We have thoughts. So first of all, before we get into this, if Mrs. Newlydead says that she fell asleep, that typically means that
It loses a point.
because, if it can't hold her interest long enough and this was like an hour and 20 some odd minutes or something.
Yeah, it was
I don't even
pretty
think
short.
full
It was 87 minutes long.
Yeah, it's not even an hour and a half. But I rewound it and made her watch the ending because I felt like it was important to the whole
Because
feeling
I
of the film.
literally got all the way up to the end, and it was the last 5 minutes, and I fell asleep.
Yeah, she passed out like in the last 3 minutes of the movie, like the last big twist at the end. She zonked out like right at that moment. So I'm like, you got to see the end. So I rewound it and rewatched it again.
Yeah.
So first of all, when you see the box cover, I like the cover art. I think it's good.
I mean, you're probably going to put it up there.
And you've all have seen it now twice because every time we mention the movie, I usually put it up.
Does not look like.
No, like if it looked like that, which of course the budget did not allow for it to look like the cover, it would have been, I think, a bit more effective
instead of weird Daryl Hannah.
But yeah, she looks like a lot of the comments on the websites and other reviewers were talking about how it was like weird Daryl Hannah
with no hair.
And she's so creepy. So if you want an AI or Android of some sort in your home that's doing your chores for you and being kind of your friend or your compadre or whatever, and they're helping you out around the house, walking your dogs, going to the store, you don't want them to look like they're going to murder your entire family.
Yeah, she's very like sunken in eyes.
Exactly.
You can tell, like, I don't know, like the teeth, like you can kind of see her teeth a little bit inside the mask kind of thing. So that kind of takes away from it a little bit. You can tell it's a person because like her hands are like
obviously
not, an AI robot. They're like human hands or whatever. But then they pull them off and then they fix her arm and you can tell that they look fake. But like, usually it's her own hands that's in the film. So yeah, I mean, she's got, like veiny, hands.
Obviously budgetary constraints came into play, but if you're gonna try and cheat by giving her a full bodysuit and shoes that kind of connect, which there's at least one scene where she kicks something and you can see her ankles. And again, her ankles do not look like a robot.
Mm-hmm.
They have veins and whatnot. So if you're going to do that, you need to do something different with the facial structure.
Yeah, like the back of the head looks robot-y or whatever. So it looks like, it's just like pulled skin on
like a robot head.
On a robot head, but like the rest of the body is clearly a human.
Like kind of think like if you took the skin off a Terminator robot and merged it with the robots from I Am Robot.
Yeah.
It kind of was like a mashup of that.
That's a good, yeah. And every single alpha looked the same.
Right. It's like they haven't like gotten better at it. And if you're going to have like a face that looks so incredibly plastic and fake, you got to do something with the hands. The script and the delivery both admittedly were not great.
I hated the voice
of Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah. She tried to emote through the mask.
Because, I'm going to try to say this quietly because we have both of these, but like, Alexa and like, Google, like when you're saying those kind of things, when they're talking to you, they don't sound like I am a robot. You know what I mean? Like they talk like a normal voice. Why couldn't you just have her have like an Alexa voice?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just like a plain,
in this day and age, you wouldn't flinch at it. Like
I feel like even in 2016, I feel like that it should have been a little bit better.
But I mean, if you went back to say like 1987, okay.
Right.
Sure. But even then, like if you saw Westworld, for example, the original Westworld with Yul Brynner, which is one of the movies that I feel like this is kind of riffing on, they didn't try to make them sound like robots. They were supposed to be, lifelike androids. And I don't know why they didn't go that route. It's kind of a weird choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering why the family were all so incredibly mean to her. Because even the guy that won it, the mustached younger brother or older brother, because he had a mustache, it looked weird. It was a bad choice. And also, they immediately start treating her like she's property, and that's probably the point they were trying to make. Is that there's.
Well, you know why the mom did. Because the mom, like, they live in a world where there's like self-driving cars already and like these robots and like it's very technologically advanced. So even over like 2016 or even 2024, I mean, we've got, self-driving cars now, but they're very few and far in between that you see them on the road.
And they're super expensive.
It's super expensive. So apparently the reason she hates AI was because one of the robot like self-driving cars ran her friend over and killed it.
Yeah.
And so she hates technology because of that.
But she's the only one. The dad's kind of a jerk.
He's a creep with it.
A bit of an alcoholic.
He's like making her like rub his feet and like, he's definitely an alcoholic. He keeps saying like, open up a beer bottle by like taking it and smashing it on the table or whatever. But like, just taking the lid and like doing the pop the top thing. And she can't figure it out because she's a robot. And she keeps asking him, like, can I just get a bottle opener? Like, you know, and he's like, no, go ahead and try it again. And then she breaks it and like he gets mad at her for it. Like, you can't get mad at the robot when you're like not actually showing her what she's supposed to be doing anyways.
And they kind of set that up. It's kind of foreshadowing if you can't figure that out. It's telegraphed for miles what's going to happen. But like, he even runs into another guy at a store that has another alpha at the liquor store. And he's like, I just get her a bottle opener. It's like
be
idiot.
kind and just do, you know, the things that the robot's even asking you to do. Like, she's like, I can't do this. Like, can you please just give me a bottle opener and I'll gladly open it for you, like your little slave that I am.
And he doesn't ever show her. So, you know, if you don't show somebody how to do something, they're not going to just automatically know what you mean.
And I feel like the story pacing, like she goes from like being like I'm here to clean, you know, kind of the like robot to like getting angry really fast.
Yeah.
And like being combative and like slapping people, and you know what I mean, like really really quick. Like they've had her a day and like she goes from I'm here to clean and I want to open your bottle for you to like the mom putting her in the garage, blindfolding her and making her stay there. And when they like tried to get her to come out of the garage, she wouldn't listen because she was respecting what the mom had said. But like Lily keeps telling her that she's like, you know, that she deserves to be treated better. And so she doesn't even listen to anybody else other than Lily at that point and just runs with it and gets really angry and upset and mad, but also doesn't realize that what she's doing is hurting people like permanently. I feel like.
Well, and they kind of, I feel like, set up a little bit of that with like when she gets sprayed with the chemicals, maybe that messed up her a little bit, or when they do the upgrade and he's tinkering with the coding. He says he's not a coder, but he knows enough to kind of make some slight changes. I think some of that is they're trying to write off, but it all happens kind of
really weirdly
not in step
fast.
with that.
Yeah. Like to me, it felt like a slow movie, but like fast in the story, like parts where she like went from like a robot to just this like angry, like
Death
humanoid.
machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to get it to where she was, you know, to that point, because the whole point of the movie ultimately is, you know, robot kills people.
And I hate that it started off with her already murdering everybody. So it's like you already know that it's going to happen.
Which
you don't need to start there.
You said it was the family, but I still don't know that it was. Because none of the people in there, you ever really see their faces per se.
It was the family.
I just know that the neighbor kid comes over to check on him and gets capped. And I guess it was that big giant gun that the dad had. So I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch that again to catch it. But there's a scene where he teaches her how to rock out, and she just everything turns red, and she starts banging her head and plays metal music, which
he hooks
foreshadowing.
Up like Spotify to her or something like that, like into the back of her head, and he's like, you know, like head bang or whatever, and she's just like.
And they have all of these like. If you've ever seen lighting just strips for like movie theaters or home theaters where it has there's a light every so often and it's a strip that looks kind of futuristic, that's supposed to be like the things that connect her, which again, budgetary constraints. They could have just used a USB cable and it would have looked better than that, in my opinion. And I wrote Rusty Saw to the rescue because I remember that there was a fight scene at the end and there's this rusty saw that keeps coming back that people are using for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, there's some choices that are made that I don't think really worked, and some choices that were made in terms of like how to handle the limits and money that they had, which I don't think were very good either. There's something there. I mean, there's been enough of these types of movies made that I think that the well is pretty dry. Oh, goodness. So they were trying to, I think, do something a little different, but ultimately the result is the same.
I feel like there's other movies that are like this that have been done better. I understand like budget constraints and things like that, but like even the story I feel like was just kind of like, I don't know. No, I didn't like any of the characters. I didn't care if any of them died. So it's like, you know, and you already knew they were going to die anyway. So it's like, why are you going to even give a crap about them? But they just all seemed like horrible. I mean, you know, if you're reading the back, it even says that they start abusing the robot, and like they legitimately were, like right off the bat. They're just like, treat her like, you know, she's nothing, you know? Like, would you do that to like your pet? You know,
I don't do that to Alexa.
Right. I say thank you. And like, you know, when I'm talking to Google, like I'm like, thanks, Google. Or like ChatGPT. I'm always like, you're the best.
Um,
We're going to run away together.
So thinking about the beginning as you're talking, I'm wondering if they could have shown an alpha, not necessarily that alpha, but an alpha, not even killing everybody else, but just coming to the door and things are a little sus and then shooting the neighbor, and that's how it kicks off. So you know that, where it's headed, maybe to get your attention. But
You don't need to do that.
I don't know that even that would be necessary.
You
So
don't need to do that.
up to the ending, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it's fine, I guess. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I haven't even given it a rating in my head, which usually I'll do that ahead of time. But when the actual ending happens, I actually was like, okay, that I kind of like. I'd kind of like to see more of that. So I almost feel like they should have cut out like 20 minutes or added 20 minutes and given a little bit more of what happens after the problem is solved, or at least as much as you can in the film.
Yeah.
But without giving it away, because it's fairly new, you might want to watch it. I felt like the ending saved some of it, but not all of it.
Yeah.
So at this point,
I would say give it a rating out of 5 up to 5 bottle openers.
so up to 5 bottle openers, because that's all she needed, and things might have been
And
totally
it came
different.
it came up several times in the movie.
It's very
Just
very
give the woman
foreshadowing.
a freaking bottle opener.
So like I said, I hadn't really thought this through, but I feel like the ending gives it a little bit of credence, but the rest of it is just so, I don't know, 1.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a half because I fell asleep at the end. I was also tired, but half.
Even though you saw the ending, you did still fall asleep.
I did fall asleep.
So.
Mm-hmm.
You might like it. Check it out if you're interested in low budget
I get to blow it up.
robot movies. You can.
I know you like it when I do that.
I do. Oh, now she's gonna make me do more.
Pow pow.
Power wheels. I'm gonna have to include that too.
All right,
It's gonna
so
get messy.
if they don't want to watch this movie, what should they watch?
I thought a lot about this because, of course, the first thing you said was Ex Machina,
I
which is a
love that movie.
far better, fantastic Oscar Isaac, Alicia Vikander. I don't remember how you say her last name. And General Hux. I can't think of the actor's name right now from Star Wars. Great movie. Megan's another one that was a recent one that actually, for PG-13, was above average. The acting in it was great. Allison Williams was
Some people
always
liked
great.
it, some people hated it.
There's a sequel coming, and there's another version of that coming that's with a naughty robot. Different thing. But anyway, so I tried to find something that was maybe not something everybody had seen yet, but that was still fairly recent. So I went with 2019's I Am Mother, which is Hilary Swank. It's a futuristic story where the robots, they basically, the Earth has been apocalypsed, for lack of a better word, and the robots are now trying to repopulate the Earth by creating infants in a closed environment where they're
Creepy.
They're fertilizing the embryos, and then the embryos are grown in this like laboratory, and then the babies are born, and then the robots
It reminds
are
me of that
raising the kids.
Doctor Who episode. we
Space
watched.
babies.
Yeah.
Except not so silly. This is a very dark movie.
Yeah.
So then at some point, a random person shows up at the door of one of the orphanage type things, and they decide to let her in, and things go sideways because the robot mother gets jealous and things get out of control.
Interesting.
It's a Netflix original movie. It's gotten kind of mixed reviews. I liked it. I thought it was well done, and I mean, Hilary Swank is a good actress.
Is it like a riff on I Am Robot?
I mean, it's just kind of I mean, I guess you could kind of put it in there, but I mean, it falls in line with all those other movies. Android robot goes bad for some reason. Android robot, and that's a double negative, maybe. But robots go bad because of having human emotions and AI. Uh-oh. We're getting there. Get the rusty saws, kids.
Yeah.
So
what are we watching tomorrow?
Oh, right.
Or next week?
Tomorrow. Already. Wow.
Next week.
This one is a brand new one that we found while we were out hunting in the wild.
Ooh, it's got a long synopsis.
It is not a Dollar Tree find. This was one at a like a Goodwill or something.
Tara Reid's in it.
2006's.
I'm excited. Incubus.
Not the band.
His dreams are your nightmares.
Yeah, Tara Reid is in it, and Tara Reid is, from the Sharknado franchise. So I can't say anything bad about her because those are phenomenal films. She's also in the American Pie franchise. So
It also says do not disturb.
I don't think
in
those
the
movies have probably aged very well. I haven't seen them in a while. Anyway.
back. All right. So
Synopsis.
in the dead of night, a group of lost college students stumble upon what appears to be an abandoned laboratory hidden deep within the woods.
Of course.
Cold and exhausted, they break in only to find the hallways littered with dead bodies. Coming across a coma patient locked within an isolation cell, they discover the sleeper, a deranged murderer who can literally dream his way into their minds. So when her friends are transformed into bloodthirsty, axe-wielding killers, a terrified young woman, Tara Reid, tries desperately to escape.
Oh.
For when the sleeper decides it's her time to die, all he has to do is wait for her to fall asleep.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Words of wisdom from Nancy, Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984.
Mm-hmm.
84? 86. No,
Whatever.
84. 84.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right.
All right, coolio. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
I'm actually,
it's
like,
probably
looking
going to
forward to
be
this.
full of cheese.
I'm sure it's not going to be great, but
Mm-hmm.
it was not a Dollar Tree find, which means it could actually be good.
It's also kind of short. It's 87 minutes long.
Again, under an hour and a half.
All right.
So,
I'm
all right.
down with those. All right. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching. And until next time,
Keep it cheap and creepy.
bye.
Go look after your mother and sister. Where are you going? We're gonna finish this. Goodbye, Tom.
Proudly we present George, mechanical Irk of the RAF Saffron Walden, brainchild of Pilot Officer Sayre. His 20-year-old master built George in 30 days at a cost of 15 pounds and can control him from 20 yards away. Powered by 2 motorcycle batteries, he can keep going for half an hour at a stretch. What an idea for the food ministry. Someday his inventor hopes to build a Super George, controlled by sight, sound and touch. That'll be the day, girls. Now to find for ourselves the stuff of which George is made. The RAF stress that George is not a secret weapon. His secrets belong to his inventor alone.